Good morning, friends. It's a bins day. I'm on my way to the Goodwill outlet bins here where I live in Northern California, where I dig through piles of clothing, a lot of it pretty nasty if I'm honest, but I can often search and dig and find treasures in the trash. I buy pre-owned clothing and I resell it on eBay and Poshmark. And in this video, I'm going to take you into the bins with me so you can see a little bit of what my bins is like. They're all a little bit different around the country. I have a lot of viewers lately from other countries who've never seen anything like the bins. So I like to bring you in with me and show you what I can. Then we come back to my house and I do a haul of all the things that I got today to resell on eBay and Poshmark. Let's go to the bins. Okay, so it's Tuesday, so it's quite busy. Why is Tuesday the busiest? Because my bins is closed on Sunday, Monday. So everyone's had 2 days off and they want to get here. Lots of people. Good morning! I quickly skim this area just when I walk through to see if I see any handbags. But I am not getting a handbag today, you guys, unless it is pristine. Pristine. Oh, good, we got a good cart right at the front. Let's get this done, friends. Let's do it. Oh, no, someone's in my bin. How dare they? I just always start in the same one. Oh, she's done already. This is pretty. Eddie Bauer size medium. I'm gonna grab it for now, but it's not very seasonal, and Eddie Bauer's not that great. But in the beginning, I just sort of grab. Here's another Eddie Bauer. Eddie Bauer's just not as expensive retail, so it's not one of the ones that sells amazing for me. Okay. Here come the t-shirt bros, just whipping right through, doing what they gotta do. Okay, so far, we've not got anything but this one Eddie Bauer skirt. Wrangler, I don't really pick up unless it was like a special item. This feels significant. Oh, this is good. No. Kringle, 100% wool. That is an amazing pickup. I've sold it with holes. That's got to be a $40 or $50 pickup right off the bat. So that is good. Good morning and welcome to the Goodwill outlet bins, my friends. I just had a really fun moment. I have to tell you guys some very important news, and that is I am a t-shirt bro now. In a recent video, you probably saw me pick up this t-shirt, vintage made in the USA single stitch, and it's got a cool graphic. Anyway, so I was just showing it to some of the t-shirt bros, and it's really good. They said put it up there for like 300 bucks and see how it goes. So that's cool. Oh, I gotta do my outfit of the day. I've got my stretchy flare leg jeans. These ones have the sailor front. I've got my Hokas on, which I think ruin every outfit for me personally, but I'm at the bins. And then I have one of my embroidered tees. This one is Kyla Co. I buy these on eBay. So that's what's happening with outfit news. It looks pretty quiet right now. You can see people lined up because they're going to do a rotation in a few minutes. So, did I find my absolute favorite brand today? I did. Is it going to fit me? No. It's a 2X and it's amazing. So I'll be showing you that. And I found a couple other really decent things already. So that's good because I only want to stay here till like noon. This is not like an all day bins day for me. Yay. Because I'll come back Friday with Joni and I'll do, I will do an all dayer probably with her. So might as well poke around. He's getting ready to take out the row. This is a cool vintage costume. I saw it earlier. I mean, that's fun, right? Some sort of old costume. Kind of want this little thing. That'd be bad to take that off, right? It doesn't have tags or anything, but it's old. I'm gonna guess, yep, here's the zipper. That's kind of neat. Not in great shape, but kind of a fun old costume. So, digging around, they're gonna do this rotation. There's a lot of vintage here today, but not good vintage. Like, this is new with tag vintage pants, but they're not good vintage. Like, no one wants to wear those, so. Okay. It's a lot of work, you guys. What's this? Oh, that says 6X, I believe. All right, let's get ready. And then I'm gonna start going through my cart early so I don't have a problem where my cart's not sorted, so I'm not ready to leave. Look at this, free people. Look at that. With all the rufflies. Yes, please. Alright, so that means I'm going to stay in this bin and just thoroughly go through. Although everybody else has already gone through, but sometimes that doesn't mean anything, does it? See what else we can find in here. Oh, there's another one. Alright, three people's in here. Now, do I need to yell this across the bins? No. Alright, co-op, that's good. It's a kids. Sometimes people will pay more for their kids' stuff. Like, you know, they might not pay 20 bucks for their own REI co-op, but for their kids they will. So the kids' stuff, in short, some of the kids' stuff by like Patagonia, North Face and all that can be better for me than the adults. Depending on the piece and everything, of course, but I'm happy to find kids. Alright. Hello friends, it is a couple hours later. I am just home from the bins and I'm gonna film right away. It was such a great day at the bins, kind of a spontaneous day for me. I don't usually go on Tuesday because that's a client day for me, but some people moved to later this afternoon and Wednesday and I suddenly had a free morning. Isn't that the best? So what did I do with my free morning? I went to the binnies and it was fantastic. I love being able to leave with a good amount of stuff by 12 o'clock. I mean, it's so great because I can enjoy the rest of the day and get work done. I'm not at the bins all day. But anyway, this is one of the very first things I found. This is such a good brand to know. It's a vintage men's sweaters. They're made in Scotland. The brand is Pringle. Every one that I have found has sold around $40 or $50. They don't even have to be perfect. This is a particularly good one, I think, because it's like a almost fisherman style cream. The ones I've sold before are brown or blue, so there's like a good $40 or $50 right there. This is a brand I often pick up bras. You guys, this is kind of hilarious, but I think I have a reputation now at the bins of being like the bra lady. Is that what you want to be known for? Because I do pick up bras and people at the bins must see me picking up bras because now people are leaving bras on my cart or handing them to me and I'm like, oh my god. Is this what I'm gonna be known for at the bins? But I love selling bras and lingerie and stuff. This is a really beautiful slip and the brand is Wacol, which is kind of pricey stuff. Here's the brand. I pick up the Wacol bras. I have not picked up a slip before, so we'll have to see how that does. Another little niche I love is scarves. If you're newer, reselling, or you're open to expanding, I think bras is great and scarves are great. I just look for a brand name. I don't buy unbranded scarves, and I look for a good material content. So those are like my two criteria. This one's interesting because of the shape. So I wonder if this is more like a shawl, like you put it on like this sort of situation. But I love, this is beautiful. Let me just try and yap while I find the tag. Here we go. Amana, crafted with pride by Amana Woolen Mill, Amana, Iowa. Have I ever heard of this? No, but I've found a lot of things like this. These smaller production companies or these vintage can sell great. So Keep your eye out for that. I bought this hat just because it's J. Crew and it's 100% cashmere and it's soft and nice. Lucky brand I talk a lot about on the channel because it's just a bread and butter basic good selling brand for me. Kind of like J. Jill or Talbot's in the smaller sizes. But Lucky brand usually sells between $15 and $20. This is size large, star print, and it has the knotted front detail. I usually list them for $19.99 with best offer, and I send out offers or accept offers, and they go somewhere between $15 and $20 every time. This is REI Co-op, and it's a kids. When you see Co-op, you just know it's their newer stuff. It's their eco-friendly line, so it's kind of better. This is like a performance shirt, little hooded kids. Here's a Free People top. Let's see if Quenby can figure out how this goes. Okay, so this must go around the neck. It's like a halter crop top. I will not be wearing this. And then it ties around. That's actually really, really cute, right? Little Free People number. Hopefully I find the name or a stock photo. Or I could put it on my mannequin. It's an extra small. There's the little Free People bar. And this says extra small. Very boho, tie-dye, floral. That's really cute. Okay, speaking of bras, here I have a number of them. Are they all together? Probably not, because that would make my life too easy. This is one of my favorite bras to sell right now. The brand is Third Love. Often they'll have the name right on there. Third Love. Make sure the bra is clean and really good condition, and it has a size, and they sell between $20 and $25. I ship them in a box so they don't get all schmusted. Here's the find of the day. I found it first thing in the morning, as usual, in a picked over bin. I just go methodically to each bin down the row. So this was the second to last row. It was around 9:45, so 45 minutes of the bins being open and people picking. And I don't know why they didn't want this 2X Johnny Was, but I did.
I knew it, I knew it. I knew it today. I had a feeling this was going to happen to me today. Look! Look! Johnny Was size 2X. Now this is their newer stuff, so there's not as much embroidery. There's a little around the neck and the sleeve. But, oh my gosh. Yes, 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 yes. Where's my Ashley? She already gone?
Long gauzy tunic with embroidery details on the hems. Because it's 2X, I think this one will sell for more money. So I'm very excited about that, of course. Probably my all-time favorite brand. I own quite a lot of it. Here's another Free People piece, size medium. This is a chunky knit boxy sweater, oversized cropped balloon sleeve gray cowl neck sweater. I'm so glad I found the brand on this because I was looking and looking because of this style. So artsy, right? This is sort of an art to wear piece, and I saw it and was like, oh yeah, one random pocket, color block, just looks very art teachery, right? Like the person working at the art gallery or teaching the art class is going to be wearing this, but I couldn't find a tag, so I just threw it in my cart and I'm like, I'll look later. The tag is stitched into the side neck, which is unusual. This is Margaret Winters. This is a made in the USA brand. I've sold it before. They make these funky sweaters. Everything I've found from this brand has been funky sweaters that usually sell around $35 or $40. This is a Free People piece that I love, love, love. Look how cute this is. Size small. All the rufflies, and it's almost like a corset top. It has hook and eye closures and a peplum, so it goes in at the waist and then out. Tons of ruffles, tons of floral, so many good things going on with that. Oh, this I got, I might try this on from Mexico. This is just from Target, I believe, but let me tell you, even Target is not cheap. So I went in there looking for a bathing suit. I can't remember when it was, but they sell the often separates, tops and bottoms separately, and they were like $30 a piece. So if I got a top and a bottom, I'm like, that's $60 for a Target bathing suit. It just seemed high to me. And they have all this other stuff like this in their bathing suit section. Knit pants, crochet. There's like a swim cover up. You'd wear it over a bathing suit, but it's new with tags and it's cup she. Is that Target? Live life on the beach. I think this is Target, but it could be something else. So anyway, that's kind of cute. Another embroidered antique vintage hanky. I turn down 99% of this stuff, but sometimes I just let myself. I say, Quenby, you go ahead and buy yet another hanky and you put it in a basket. Or you open your armoire right here. There's my armoire full of linens. I'll just show you. Oh, it's looking a little messy, okay, but I've got my vintage quilts. Look at them all. It just, some days to make myself feel a little joy, I just open this up. And I collect all sorts of little antique vintage linen pieces. My house is probably messy. Like, there's my vacuum right there. Anyway, sometimes in life, I think it is okay sometimes to do little things that just bring you joy. Don't break the bank. Don't do something ridiculous. But if I get a little bit of joy out of buying this hanky and folding it up and putting in my armoire, so be it. I'm not hurting anyone. This I bought for style. Oh, it's so boho, fairy, smocked waist maxi midi skirt, asymmetrical hem. This is Style & Co., which is a brand I pick up. Size small. When I pick up Style & Co., I pick up their peasant tops and I try to stick to larger sizes, but that's just such a great gauzy piece. Is it fall going into winter? Yes, it is. It sure is, but I'm still picking up good things when I see them at the bins. This is a fantastic Patagonia. The reason this is so good is because of the print.
All right, so I'm almost through. Why didn't anyone pick this up? Are we gonna find some crazy thing? This is a Patagonia Cinchilla, but it's in the print. Now, is this the best print they have? No. But this one's awesome with a print. I love that. If you find like some of the older vintage prints, those can sell for really good money, you guys. I'll have to do a little research on this one. This is Target new with tag. Party top for somebody. But why didn't anyone else pick this up? Everybody's already gone through here. Oh well, I'm very, very happy with that. All right, there's fun vibes at the bins today. I don't know what's going on, but everyone's kind of giggly and just good energy in here today. It's kind of funny. So they rotated the whole row of number 2 and I got 0 items. 0. Not one thing from that last round. But I'm picking through this old round and I found this, which is good. This is a boho brand called CP Shades. Now, I'll be honest, it used to be a massive BOLO. Now it doesn't sell as well. But this is a particularly good piece. It's like a tunic with pockets, linen, oversized. Here's the tag. It's hard to read because it's cream on white. It says CP and then shade. Sometimes it's black on black, so you just have to kind of memorize the tag and then you'll hopefully recognize it. Ooh, an embroidered thing, but this looks like it's just from Target, which is great for wearing personally, but not for trying to resell. So I'm going to go through these older bins before they take them away. Like that CP Shades was on the very bottom, rolled up on the very bottom. So I might need to do some serious digging. Oh my god, look at this. That is hilarious, little baby outfit. Look at this cat face. OMG, that's so funny. Canines. Okay, that is adorable. I need another baby to shop for. Joni's daughter is having a baby, but we have bought her so much stuff already. It's like, I think we might need to stop buying stuff. Oh, there's a vintage little bralette. See if Jess wants that. It's kind of tiny.
I think this is the retooled fleece, but I don't ever find the prints, and they sell better with the prints. Now, this isn't one of the vintage Aztec prints. Those can sell for like $200. I've seen one with fish print. Those can sell really, really well. I think this is just a modern one, but it's particularly fantastic, so I'm gonna list it higher. Size medium. What a great day, I'm so thankful. Here's a Chico's piece. This is one of their newest tags. It's a 3, which they're saying is an XL. And this is a white tunic. It's pretty simple, scoop neck, a little bit of a shark bite hem with a little slit. Like, I would wear that happily. Little buttons on the sleeve hems. That's a beautiful piece. This I got for me. It's a graphic sweatshirt. I don't know this brand, Cleo and Wolf, but it's just a nice graphic country life. Great color, and I love, this is manufactured this way. So what I do with my crew neck t-shirts and sweatshirts is I cut the neck like that because I do not like anything on my neck. I've shared this with you before. And some of you are like, oh, me too. I have to do V-neck or scoop neck. Oh, bird just flew by one of my upper windows. This room is really, really tall ceiling, and there's some windows at the top, and a bird just flew right by. Anyway, this is a good graphic sweatshirt for me. Quenby pile. I don't think there's too much for the Quenby pile today. These are some Gap jeans. I pick up the newer Gap jeans, and I've been selling them. Gap medium, the easy jean. See that newer tag? And these are just a really cool style with a cargo pocket. I go in, I look for the style tag at the very end of the tags, and it says new easy cargo in mushroom, and these are from 8/24, so these are just a year old. So they might even still be on the website, so that's good. Okay, one giant bag down, and I've got to show you, this is my thing I found today that is the absolute best. Oh my god, a little boy's 3T quilted Patagonia puffer. Come on. I was just checking to see, it doesn't even have the name on it. I'm probably gonna send this to my baby nephew. It's just polyester, it's not down or anything. Look at the adorable lining. I mean, come on. This is like one of my favorite things I found. This has a fun story, which is Bin's life. I've shared this before, where at the beginning of the day, I found this pajama top. And it's Lauren Ralph Lauren size large. Cute little print. I think I could wear this one because it's not flannel or anything. It's just cotton. Was there a bottom to be found? Absolutely not. But I have learned. Live and learn. This is a Bins tip for any of my new Bins shoppers. Put the thing in your cart and leave it there till the bitter end. If you have one shoe, if you have part of a set, often it comes out. So what came out in the very last round for me? The bottom. Like totally separate round. And I had left it there till the last minute because I was already sorted and ready to go. So that's probably gonna go on the Quenby pile. This I got, I don't know this brand, but I've had success selling like pinup dresses. And this has like a pinup girl print. It's got birds and roses. It's a midi dress, all pleated, very retro looking. And the tag says Hell Bunny Vixen size medium. It's not like I know this particular brand, but in the past I have sold these like pinup style women's dresses very well. This I found in the last round. I couldn't believe it. This is another crochet dress, so this ties around the neck. It's a halter, all open crochet, and I'm like, oh, it's new at tag, Tula Rosa. I know that brand. Yeah, it's sold at Revolve. Revolve is a website. You could search it right now. I think of it as like a trendy younger women's website. Good brands. They're usually a little sexier. So guess how much this retailed for? Just in your head, guess. Oh, Quenby, what do I think the tag's gonna say? We know Revolve is overpriced. Are you ready with your guess? The answer is $208. Size large on the Revolve website. $208. Why is it at the bins? I do not know, but I'm very grateful that it is. All right, so I'm waiting for them to do the next round. So I'm just literally like going through the dregs of this bin that's been out all day, trying to get to the bottom. It's like I've gone through all this finding nothing, but then I just saw these. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite brands to sell lately. It's Standard James Purse. Look how simple these look. These probably retailed for $250. I just sold a pair of shorts by this brand, and they sold in one day. I listed them for $29.99. They were still on the site, so I had a photo of it. $225. That's how much those linen James Purse shorts are. Very minimalist, like they don't look like a lot. But that's, you know, there's a lot of brands making really good staple pieces like that. So, what am I gonna get for those? My guess is like 30 bucks. Because the resale's not crazy on them, but the retail is super high. Alright, I'm gonna stay till noon. I think I have one bag, and that's fine. I just wanted to pop in for a few hours. Don't have to stay all day, and because I have a lot of other stuff I want to get done today. Bet you're wondering what. All right, it's now 11:15. Gosh, it goes slow when Joni's not here. I feel like I've been here forever, like I'm ready to go already. But of course I'm texting with Joni because she's not here. She's like, what have you found? So I sent her a picture of the Johnny Was and stuff. And I'm just picking through bins. I did find this. It's not in the best shape, so I have to assess whether I think I can clean it up. It's marine layer, which is good. And it's like a trench coat. So a substantial marine layer piece. But see, it's got all this, but it's a black jacket that's been sitting in the bin. So I think it would need a wash and just like maybe a sweater shave, get these little pieces off, and I think that'll actually be pretty good. So that's nice. Here it is. This I bought for style. I don't really know this brand, La Serra, but it's a 1X. And this is the stuff I'm looking for myself in life right now. It's so beautiful, kind of a Victorian cottage core looking white gauzy blouse, pin tuck pleating, and that's all embroidered. I think there's even little beads. This is what I want to be wearing right now. This is just an exquisite, beautiful top. This is a jacket I found when I was just chatting with Joni. It's a good brand, marine layer. Jacket, long jacket, needs a little love. There were so many jeans today. It was like, when they pull out, you know, bin after bin of jeans are so heavy, and you have to look, it's just kind of a hardship. If you know, if you've ever been there sorting through a huge mound of jeans, it's like, wow, this is intense thrifting. I got these ones because they're new with Tag Express, and they're a size 14. These are the straight crop high-rise jeans, so that's like a current enough style. Did I get any other jeans? I brought a lot back. Oh, I got these. This is an excellent brand to know. This is the brand Mother. Sometimes the tag is hard to read, but see the M on the pocket? Look for that. And then sometimes there's a Mother right there. Because often this tag, why do they do this? Somebody at Mother answer this question. Why do you do, like, what color are these? Terracotta? Terracotta on terracotta. Or black on black, white on white. We cannot read your tag. On there it says Mother. These are very, very expensive jeans. I think this is a good style. It is the Insider Ankle Fray, and the color is called Chalk It Up, and they're a 28. Okay? Now, these retail for over $200, Mother jeans. They resell around $40, I would say, unless you get a particularly good style. This, let's do our water cooler. I need some water. Wait, I thought about what I was gonna, alright, I have something to talk about. Gather with me around the water cooler. Imagine this is your first video and you're like, what is she talking about? What I'm talking about is, this is our little moment to take a break, check in with each other, let each other know what's going on, gossip about reselling. It's our time to step away from the desk and just chat for a minute, like I used to do when I worked in an office. I love working for myself. Can I just say that? I love not working in an office. But anyway, I lost a few videos worth of content. Oop, there we go. I like deleted it off my phone or something, so we're gonna miss a few videos. So I don't know which water coolers were in those videos that are not gonna come out. It's so frustrating and upsetting to lose all that content, but I just have to move forward. I just have to say, oh, I don't know how that happened. That stinks. That's a lot of time and things I don't get to show you guys, but it happened. Moving on. So this is old news at this point, but it's within the last month or so that Poshmark stopped doing priority shipping and they are doing ground advantage. So you can no longer use your priority. Okay, we're all on board with that. I will say one great thing that's come out of it is I found this Polymailer business called a la mode, and I'm loving their Polymailers. I have a link and discount code in the description section of this video. Now, this is a little thing, and I'm just sharing my opinion. My Quenby experience, my opinion. This is not fact. But let me just say, there's many videos on Instagram and YouTube going around that people are just using their eBay shipping supplies to send their Poshmark packages. So if they have eBay boxes, that's what they're using to send their Poshmark stuff. If they have Polymailers that say eBay in big letters that you get free when you have a store on eBay, they're using those. I cannot do it. Now, you might be sitting here watching this video going, yeah, that's what I do, because I'm not paying for supplies, and I'd be like, oh, I get it. But for me personally, I have this block where I cannot send out a Poshmark order in an eBay Polymailer. I just can't do it. For some reason, I think I just can't. I don't, there's no real problem. Do you think the customers, Quenby, are going to say, why is this in an eBay Polymailer? They probably don't care. As long as they get their item in a timely fashion and in the condition they expected, if they're happy with the item, they probably don't care what Polymailer you send it in. I believe that to be true, and yet I just can't do it. It doesn't match or something. Some people are gonna say, oh, Quenby, I'm totally with you. And some people are gonna say, that's crazy, don't worry about it. So there's gonna be agreement and disagreement. That's not, I don't need anyone to weigh in on that necessarily. I'm just sharing my experience. Like, I'm someone who, if I have a sweater, do I have one I can use as a little visual? No, but say I have this sweater and the tag is hanging off on one side, the name brand tag. I shared with you, I have to fix that. I cannot send it out with the name brand tag hanging off. And some of you said, Quenby, I am like that. I cannot, I have to fix the tag. And half of you said, who cares? I don't care, I don't fix that tag at all. So we're all gonna come down on these things differently. There's not a right or wrong. It's just kind of what our aesthetic is, or how we view it, and we do our best. That's what I love about having our own business. There's no boss coming in saying, Quenby, you can't use those mailers, or you can, you better use them. I get to decide what works for me, and you get to decide what works for you based on all the variables in your own brain that you are weighing, right? I just thought that was funny. In personal, I've been saying the same thing over and over. Like, life is pretty simple right now. I'm single. I'm focused on me and my son, getting my son to school super early every morning for his 0-period PE class, cooking at night, getting my work done. But it's very sweet and it's very simple, and I'm okay with that. I try and go to the bins once or twice a week. That's my social life. It's just kind of a nice, sweet, simple time that I am enjoying. So I hope you are doing well. I'm always happy to hear your water cooler check-in in the comments.
So this is something that's happening today. Look at these bins just full of jeans, and they all have this. So they're all like pulled from the Goodwill stores. Bin after bin of denim. It's really hard to look through because it's heavy. But I did find a couple pairs. I need jeans for myself, so it's worth looking, but that's like the second row that's come out with just like mounds and mounds of denim. This is the most adorable find. Look! It's a little baby Patagonia quilted jacket, size 3T. So where do you think this one's going? Probably to my baby nephew. So if you don't see it in the haul, it's because it's made its way to him already. Oh my God, so cute.
This feels so extraordinary, and I'm glad I picked it up. This is a women's nightgown. What is it made out of? It's extraordinary. It's got those pretty buttons. This is a very expensive brand called Cosabella. I have never found their nightgowns. I've only found their bras. I believe it's a made in Italy. Here's the tag. It's quite expensive. This is a large. I can't help it. I have to see if I can see the material. It's just cotton, polyamide, and elastic, but it feels like modal. Like this would be a dream. And it's a long nightgown to the floor, and then it has lace on the end. It's very beautifully made, so I think somebody is going to love that. This Nike shirt is me trying to get my son to wear a long sleeve. Like, we live in Northern California. We are waking up at 6:30, out the door by 7. He will only wear a t-shirt. I'm like, where's your jacket? No, Mom, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm like, oh my God, it is cold. And then he sits in the car all cold. I'm like, oh, why can't you put a sweatshirt on? Why are kids like this? They're so funny. They're all like this. Anyway, this is the only shirt he'll wear, like a silky athletic shirt. He likes the feeling of it. And I found a long sleeve one, and I'm gonna say to him, put that on. This is a really great find, and I've never found it new with tags. Look how sweet. What a beautiful dress. This brand has done so well for me. Natural Life. Every piece I've found has sold. Skirts, dresses. I've never found it new with tags though. This is a medium, and it's just a gorgeous little colorful sundress with some covered buttons in the front. So happy to find that. I have another pair of pajamas for me to try. Quenby, what's with all the pajamas? I'm a convert. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, you heard me picking up, I was always picking up oversized band tees because that's what I slept in, like men's XL band tees. And then I tried pajamas and now I'm hooked. I love pajamas. These ones feel amazing. They have elephants on them and it's a matching set. Does anyone know this brand? The brand is House Inc. If I look these up and they're expensive, maybe I'll just sell them, but if not, another pair of pajamas for me. Okay, here's some more of those Third Love bras. I'm so excited. I'm gonna do a bra washing. I wash them by hand. I'm just gonna put a bunch of bras that I've been collecting in a bin with soapy water to wash. Oh, I did get some more jeans. Oh, these are soft surroundings. Sold these so many times. These are soft surroundings. I'm telling you ladies, get yourself some pull-on elastic waist jeans like this. They are so much more comfortable. Like today I've got a belt on and these jeans have buttons and a zipper. They are not that comfortable, but these are so comfortable. These are a straight leg white stretchy jeans. Fantastic. Here, now this is something to talk about. This is the brand Frame. Frame is very expensive. I always look it up, like on the Nordstrom Bloomingdale's website, because I look for the names of the pieces I find. This is a cool sweatshirt, and it's got an asymmetrical front there. I don't know if you're supposed to tie it in a little knot, maybe. Well, Frame is really known, it's really frame denim. Their jeans, they're just like the Mothers, $200, $250. They're still for sale in these stores and they're quite expensive like that, but I cannot sell Frame jeans to save my life. I found a pair of Frame jeans today and I'm like, they're 31 black jeans. I'm like, I'm getting these. I'm at the bins. I'm probably going to pay less than $5. These are such expensive. Well, I looked them up. Frame jeans, the Le Garçon style, size 31. Nope, they're going for like $15 or $20. Maybe there's some rare exceptions with this brand Frame. Maybe there's a certain style you might find that you're seeing still sells, but I cannot. But their tops and stuff, if I stick to like $20, $25, they do sell. These are J-Gel, and they're an XL, so that makes me happy. They're the Ponte Slim Leg, and these are an elastic waist, pull-on pant. The Ponte knit is a thick, stretchy knit. These are in excellent condition. Great color, like a forest green. And we have a couple more items. Oh, good. Okay, good. These are some James Purse white pants. And then this is such a great, look how great this piece is. Super oversized. That is so beachy boho by CP Shades. So there we go. I cannot believe what great stuff I found for only $85? $84.23 for all those items. Like, I'm so grateful. This was such a good day, and I didn't have to stay all day, just a few hours of work. So I gotta get all this stuff processed now. So thanks for hanging out with me for a while. Can't wait to chat with you in the comments. Bye. What the heck? Does it have a pocket on the front and the back? I keep going, oh no, that's gotta be the front. Oh no, that's gotta be the front. There's a pocket on the front and the back. What? I think this is the retooled vest with the snap front. Retooled vest? They make a vest. Oh, God. I think it's here where I live in Northern California, where I dig through piles of clothing, a lot of it pretty nasty if I'm honest. But I can often find treasures inside the trash. No, not inside. Things happening in the community, in the world of reselling. I'm not getting into politics, I'll tell you that right now.